for a little minute. We had, moments of it, but I was blessed with the presence. It was lit for the time it was, Yeah, it had, it had ups and downs and stuff too, but, I always stick to the good, and that's all I really care about.
Of course. It's all type of shit. And, y'all will get y'all behind the music one day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about that today. Sure. But today I do want to talk about the difficulty of being in a group. I'm familiar with that because I too was in a group as a teenager, and it eventually evolved into like a collective of artists or whatever. But I just know that it's difficult being in a group, and because of things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You grow up, you start moving differently in life, different things are happening for you at a different pace, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe one of your people in the group actually starts popping off.
Right.
Maybe they start moving around and start getting different deals and different shit like that, and then you're sitting around like you're the one. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, damn, and I won't lie. I guess for the sake of transparency and to get y'all to open up about y'all situations being in the group, I do want to mention that was kind of like my situation. So I was in a group, and day one Zell, my nigga Relly Skrelly, rest in peace Relly Skrelly, man, and we were moving around doing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We were under the same management company that MC Bree was signed to, so a lot of the time we were moving around and showing up at places where Bree was supposed to be. Bree to go take 5 minutes and y'all open up the set. You know what I'm saying?
This salad is the best motherfucking salad.
So I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Thewakenbakepodcast. Let's get back to the show. And then that causes a whole different set of problems because it's like, the promoter's son or whatever who's thinking he's the last act before the main act or whatever who went on, and he's thinking he's the last one. And it's like, nope, these other motherfuckers is about to go on, and then the motherfucking headliner is about to go on. Piss mad niggas off. I'm sorry, y'all, dog. A little bit of privilege around here. It's not my fault. Yes, it's not my fault, dog.
We've been paving the way, Whether y'all seeing the work and put in or not, we paved the way always,
Yeah, man. It's a lot of different shit.
Do.
But slightly after we left the management company, shit kind of slowed down for me. While I was trying to prep my first solo project, my first official one, I Would Not Lose, and shit started popping off for Zell. You know what I'm saying? Zell eventually kind of started going around making moves, and I think he had signed a deal with Chopper Young City from making the band.
Yeah,
Chopper was running around signing motherfuckers, and he was one of the guys that got a deal when he was running around with Chop. Came back, you know what I'm saying? I actually got my motherfucking J Focuz tattoo at a tattoo party that he was hosting when he had first got back. He had the motherfucker just tat up everybody. Everybody get a tat. And so it was a cool time, but it was like, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? As an artist. And at this time, mind you, we were all independent, you know what I'm saying, of each other. We weren't a group anymore. However, people still saw us that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so whenever you seen one of us, they kind of expect to see the other ones when you out there on the scene, and then you telling them that it's just you, and now they expecting a decline in the type of music that you got, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's it gets tricky is my whole point. You know what I'm saying? I understand being in a group, and even post being in a group, you still kind of have some of the effects from during that.
Yeah.
You got anything
I got a lot of shit
just to say, you ain't got to go too crazy in depth or whatever.
I could just touch on what you said. When you start off, when you in a group of people, you know what I'm saying, somebody might have been active before y'all was in the group.
Right.
Like you said, somebody might have had their own motion. So somebody might have more motion than others. And when you get to a certain point as a group that y'all moving as one versus, even though, okay, let me back it on up. All right, I was part of Team Money Hungry. We actually didn't start out as a group. We was just
we
was just a collective of artists. We just was just moving and doing shows. We didn't even have songs together like that. I do my song, he'll do his song, he'll do his song. But we are doing back to back to back, and we all live as hell. We all on the stage together, hyping each other up, so it looked like a group. Yeah. So basically, the public made us a group for real. Right. That's number one. But difficulty with being in a group is you got to deal with people's personalities. If you know your music business, and you do a record deal as a group, think about the percentages that you get as an artist already. You getting less than 12%.
Based on the label, based on the deal.
So you getting less than 12% as a single artist. Don't let it be 5 people in your group. You gotta bust that 10% down to 2%. Right, and then you still gotta pay everybody involved. Yeah. You know how many records you gotta sell before you make some money?
A whole lot. That's
one thing. Like when you said when one person starts to pick up their own, you know what I'm saying, they start getting booked on side ventures and stuff, and then other people might feel away, or you know what I'm saying, management might not like that shit, you know what I'm saying, or they just like we was made to follow a certain motherfucker, but when I started getting a little I was doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying, but I still was doing everything with the team too, and everything for the team, but it could get tricky with that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
And in the moment, I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean nothing by it. Like I just was working shit. I've been doing this shit since before y'all.
Right, and it's gonna keep happening during and after.
I've been acting for like 11 years around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I get active, so.
Hey.
I got other songs that was popping before y'all. I got other songs that's popping after. I got a lot of features I do, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff.
All features. Like
so
crazy.
I guess, you know what I'm saying, once you get in a group, you can't move like you want. You might not be able to move how you want to move.
How you normally would.
Yeah, and it could just be issues, you know what I'm saying? It could be all type of issues.
But then
motherfuckers dealing with personalities, all type of shit.
Got similar situations?
No, I was gonna say, but that's kind of like any relationship. It's like learning boundaries, learning who you dealing with, and how y'all gonna communicate. It's all about communication. So, you know, to piggyback off what both of y'all said, I feel like it's just all in the view. So it's like if we all come together to support each other, you know, which that was the case. You know, it's all good to make sure y'all individually is, you know, still being creative. Why? Because you can take individual sparks and bring it together. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if y'all just like feeling envious of one another or not having a clear board, like, look, I'm still doing this for us even when I push my shit. Or somebody might fucking like these people, but the rest of these whole thing come with the group, and you feel me? Like at the end of the day, we still moving as we moving. But it's like if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna let them know I got a team. I'm gonna let them know what's going on. So what, you know, what's the discrepancy? Why is it a disconnect? You know,
I think it was like sometimes we'd go do a show somewhere, and you know they love us all, but they want to book me, or they want to book one person. You know, it ain't always just me. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always just me. Everybody in the team makes me dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But they might just want to book one person. You know what I'm saying? And then the group will get booked somewhere else in the same fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So that's a conflict of interest right there. So more than likely, we probably gonna say we're gonna go with the group more than likely. You know what I'm saying? But then now you look bad on the booking side.
A real group will go to both though.
It's so much stuff to consider.
If y'all can go to both though, my type shit. The shit I be on, we doing all this shit and we supporting you and we supporting our cause. We gonna tell them see when you become an artist, and I know back then we were still growing. When you become an artist, you gotta tell them that it's a privilege for them to have you bless this stage as much as vice versa. You feel me? So that stuff like that, I feel like even now it's like that it comes to play. Like, oh shit, I'm booked up. That's a good look for y'all if it get played that way. You know what I'm saying? So,
see, yeah, we were lucky. Like, I was lucky in the regards that none of us had ever outdone each other. You know what I'm saying? So people were more expecting the group songs than they were our individual shit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we had some of our own little shit that, you know, we all had a song each that we got to put on our first project that we started moving around with. But at the same time, it's kind of like, once again, once you move up the food chain, everything, the dynamics within the group, what kind of was like set in stone and like, you know, on some what's understood or gotta be explained type shit. Like, we all understand that this is how shit works. We're never gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we know that this is kind of the situation here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially like when you do like group songs, for instance. Like when y'all do the crew cut, it's like, all right, this guy is the hook guy. So he's probably gonna come with a crazy hook for us.